Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're back with 83rd place by Piece of Cheese 87 and Egg. It's oh gosh. Don't tell me this is Metroidvania thing. M-Jack loves it. And it has a skip teleporter. Everything is disabled. What's down here? Okay, nothing. Music is Brine Star. Oh, there's the top platforms. Okay, so I have to be able to. Okay. The problem with this is there isn't really clear indication of where you can go down and where you just die. Also, enemy placement. And this looks like it's going to be a very long level. I appreciate that those were damage spikes, but if you're doing a Metroidvania style level, I love the Bryn Star music though. There needs to be... I don't know how we're doing each. Oh, well, that didn't work. See, like there, I thought I was going to take a death. Can I go down again? Who knows? Oh gosh. Kid. Alright. I don't think we've seen a checkpoint yet. That is my biggest issue with this stage right now. Okay. We got a thing. And see, that's death. I don't like this stage. We're gonna have to collect everything. How do people build this crap in 48 hours? What? I hate the lack of direction in this stage. If you're gonna make a Metroidvania, you gotta have clear directions for your players to go. So where the heck am I supposed to go now? Speaking of clear directions. No, okay, that is a death pit. Oh, I don't even get that filled up? Oh. That's what that's for. There we go. Crossing that section makes me nervous. I can tell this is not gonna be... You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe I did that on the first try. Oh hey, there's the Bubble Boy. It is those things from Venus. I wouldn't trust for anything right now. Okay, I'm not sure what went on with those enemies. Cool use of the wind turbines so far, I will say that. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. These are just damaged spikes. When we get rush coil, we get infinite rush coil. Oh, we're back here? Okay. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh. Use rush to get back to the beginning? Yeah. Again, there's no wall there. Oh gosh. I repeat, how do you build all this in 48 hours? What the heck is that thing? Get. I need more help. You there. That's not helpful. Oh, come on, I don't want to take a death here. I am so taking a death here. Okay. So the wind turbines have varying power. And I died to that. Oh. Okay, here's a checkpoint. Checkpointing in this stage is horrible. There's absolutely not enough of it for the challenges we got going on. Oh, do not. I'm better off just not dealing with that. These enemies are not fun. I know the box kind of forced you to use this. It's like the VVVV nightmare all over again. Or Sector Upsilon 6. I just... Yeah, just hop down there. Thank you. No! I didn't quite dodge the thing. I mean, MJack has sat there and complained about lengths of other stages and proceeded to give this a 72. He might be getting fired after this. You can't kill that guy. Oh, can you? I just hop off the edge. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that, because the weapon refill... I'm probably gonna die on one of these things anyways. Whatever, it's damage spikes. Yeah, I can't... Oh, that is horrible. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. No, I need a checkpoint. Dang it! And I gotta do all of that all over again? Oh, this is my most hated stage, for sure. I'm betting we're gonna have to get back every single weapon. I slipped off the edge there. I might turn on the beat rescue for this. It's a thing I don't really like to use. Wait, beat is this... I hate this stage. Now, why did I do that perfectly the very first time I ever did it? Oh, that is so tight. Speaking of... There's so much that's like forced or basically forced damage in this stage. Like this. So you kind of... Okay, we got a checkpoint. Oh gosh. Okay, this challenge is actually neat. That wasn't bad. So since I did that for... And because those are just damage spikes and not instant death. What kind of idiot would slide through there? Whoa, I was not fully ready for that. I hate this stage. Actually, let's take the lower path. Let's take the upper path now. Haha, rush jet. We can jet our way to the left. And I have infinite rush jet. Okay, nothing that way, because why would we have, like, good direction in this state? Gosh. Oh wait, this is the, terrain. music, so this is hopefully near the end. One can hope. Holding back and trying to do this is kind of finicky. Fortunately, this section sucks. The only saving grade, because I have to keep this held back, but I also need to go up and down. Get over here, Rush. This section sucks. This section is just miserable. And I'm not even doing this on, like, a D-pad. I've got the, maybe? Oh. Nope, I cannot. Maybe I should use... I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. That's what I've been using to record, like, these, computer games. Oh gosh, I got a checkpoint. Screw you. More kind of force damage, because, you know, that's this stage. Okay, well, I got unique boss fight. I don't like that we can't destroy these things. Okay, now I gotta get up there without dying. Easier said than done. Oh my gosh. I did not predict that that platform was just going to drop out. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that. Okay, that goes away. Right, again. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that. Well, you can't stand on those platforms for too long. Maybe I just gotta do... I have to get to the other side first. Whatever, I hate trying to dodge these things. I'm so over this stage. Yeah, I don't know how you dodge that one. Oops. Let's do this. And of course, there's enemies in this climb. Gosh. Oh. Okay, the best thing to get is where that you do that button first. Fortunately, there's only 2 buttons you have to press. How do I... I don't think that is dodgeable. Alright, this section up here is miserable. You've got instant death lava, instant death rising lava, enemies, and platforms that will fall out on you. I almost should just, like, this is force damage. I don't know... Like, you can't even destroy those. Like you can in Metroid. Okay, it's not force damage on the way back. But now I'm going to take... Okay, I guess that's how you're supposed to do that. That is way too tight. Okay, we have to use Rush Jet here. Gosh, I hate that those platforms fall, because one falls out on you, and they fall out so quickly, it's just instant death. Absolutely horrible stage design. That's still horrible to try in time. Wonder if I can... Well, I did something there. I like when the button does there first. I know it's all the timing of that. We'll stick with the Rush Coil. The fan didn't spawn in! There was a fan over there, right? What? Why don't you just do this? If I don't get hit by one, it's the other. The fan despawned. The ladder despawned. What the heck? Functionality penalty. don't know if Rush Coil is better here or not. Okay, that's kind of an idea. I hate how guess and test this is. Oh, this whole section is I thought we were like, oh, we're in the clear. We just have to, you know, fight Mother Brain. No. It's not that easy. I don't know what happened there. I don't like that those platforms can fall out. Yeah, I think that's the strategy for this, is just make sure you get the, one on the right to go first. Just traveling back and forth through this room is miserable. Not as miserable as, you know, this. Oh my gosh, I hate the wind turbines in this section. Oh, we're gonna be here a while. This escape sequence needs to not go on for very long. Dang it! I could fall past all of the lava. That is... an oddly specific strategy. Hate the timing on that. Really? I hate having to redo all of this so many times. There's like no redeeming qualities of this. I was almost near the end that one time too. Stupid fan thing. Like, I thought it was going to push me further, and that's why I stopped, like, trying to fight it, and then I fell down. Oh, this is the worst stage. Like, I would replay literally any other stage we've played so far than to do this stage again. Although, I guess since this is the final bit, Yeah, the fan despawned. The ladder also despawned, because that happens in this. I mean, the stage would be a neat idea if the execution wasn't so horrible. Oh my gosh, we made it! By egg and piece of cheese. I am so over this stage. 31 minutes. Fun should be 0 on this one. If this level isn't controversial, I'm gonna be shocked. Generally, this level isn't great. Putting it mildly. It has some concepts and rooms that I find wonderful, but the final product is frustrating. The entire level is very unclear. That is a huge issue. Not in an open way where you have options and paths, but I'm sometimes just not sure what's the right way. One recurring instance of this is that pits are not clearly defined. This is not every pit, but several of them just have the background extended down to make it look like the to make it look like the stage continues. The smarter thing to do here is to make the background by the pit black so that the player clearly knows what is and isn't safe. Another instance is that in the Norfair section after you get the rush jet, it's very easy for you to jump back to the start of that section. I honestly just thought that's where you were supposed to go at first. Really? I missed a shortcut? I don't actually get why that isn't a pit, because if you die, you go to the checkpoint past the room you fall into, so it's not worth redoing stuff. You may as well throw yourself into the pit and not continue from there. Yikes. With a time frame this short, you shouldn't get this ambitious. I can see where you were coming from, but the execution was severely lacking. The first part was alright, and Concrete Shot was actually used kinda nicely to advance. But after that, you get rushed, and don't use them for more than one thing. No, I used rushed a lot. What a letdown. And then there's Mother Brain, and while looking impressive, the fight itself was very easy to cheese. What's annoying about it is that when you die on the next part, you gotta redo Mother Brain as well. That was horrible design. And it drags after a bit. But now let's talk about the escape sequence. It's just no. Just no. Not only is it way too tight for what it's worth, but it is just plain annoying even when you get it right. And the fact that you gotta redo the boss every time just adds to the frustration. You're preaching to the choir. Fun 23 out of 25? A long, difficult Metroidvania-style level with a wretched auto-scroller segment and too few checkpoints. Now, where have I heard that before? Yeah, you're a stage, and you gave this thing a 72. This thing should be in Tier 1. I mean, okay, I guess from a functionality standpoint, we didn't have some of the issues that some of the other stages in Tier 1 had, but this stage was miserable. Let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. Those of you who've played Make a Good Mega Man Level 2, remember my entry in that contrast, Sector Upsilon 6. In particular, you may remember hating Sector Upsilon 6. Yes. It was my most hated stage in that game. And it was like 5 tiers higher than it ever should have been. Because it was among the most unpopular entries in the contest. Megatroid, fairly or unfairly, is going to be judged in relation to my level, because you can copy and paste most of the criticisms and they'll apply perfectly to Megatroid. Well, Sector Upsilon 6 took me literally 2.5 hours to complete. Maybe it was even more than that. I think I had to break up that recording across like multiple days. This one, you've seen all of it. So I guess there's that, but particular sticking points here would be in order. Checkpoints are sparse, especially when the overall difficulty is so high and the level itself is so full of pits and spikes. Not knowing what are actual pits and where you can actually go down. The auto-scroller segment is brutally difficult and insufficiently playtested. Yeah, that escape sequence. Definitely the most miserable part of that stage. I think that's where we spent half our time, too. The background is an endless sea of black, which makes it impossible to tell where you're supposed to go down and when you're just jumping down a pit. So these flaws are pretty glaring. However, if you're willing to look past these... So if I'm willing to look past, like, literally 95% of this stage, the level itself is actually pretty good. And not in spite of being a Metroidvania, but because of it. The sense of progression here is really nice. It could have been really nice if the stage was designed better, and didn't have those flaws that just dominate everybody's experience of the stage. There's something immensely satisfying about doing trick shots with Concrete Shot, or playing the opening stretch of the level backwards with Rush Coil. And it's so cool that the difficulty curve ratchets up with each change in music and scenery. Other than the LECs, which feel arbitrary, the enemy placement is pretty good. No, it wasn't. What stage were you playing? And it's kind of fun going toe-to-toe with the Sniper Joe mechas throughout the level. Something I never thought I'd say. And man, what a clever way to duke it out with Mother Brain at the end. What, press 2 buttons and it blows up? There are some miscellaneous flaws that drag the level down beyond the ones I mentioned earlier, of course. In particular, I think a lot of screens in this level have too little solid ground next to screen transitions, and that it's kind of dumb that you're given unlimited ammo for Rush Coil and Jet, but not for Concrete Shot. I thought that sentence was going to just end at Rush Jet. But I mostly really like this level. I suspect I'll be in the minority on that, though. Fun, 23 out of 20. MJack, you're fired for that. That is egregiously... Okay, this is more of a normal, correct score. So let's talk. The idea was to emulate a Metroid game, but the problem is that the level kind of gave up on it partway through. Using Mega Man's many different mobility tools to make a short Metroidvania level is a very novel idea, and done right could prove a very fun and unique time. But when the stage is in Tier 3, it's not going to be that. But it doesn't quite work out that way. The first area has some backtracking through areas with new tools such as Concrete Shot, which probably should have had unlimited ammo. Used because while I never ran out of ammo, I could see it happening to someone. I agree with that as well. And Rush Coil. However, the second area is less of a maze and more get the last tool so you can go left. I'm also going to say that when you make a level that winds it around itself, please make sure it's impossible to reactivate an older checkpoint, because that happened, and let me tell you, that's not fun at all. At least I didn't have that experience. It's just so strange that the Metroid level gives up on being a Metroid level as soon as the first area ends. The actual areas themselves really aren't anything special. Some spots are just fine, but others have little room to actually fight enemies, and since this is the Metroid level, you're pretty much only running Buster only. And other times you have top lifts that just push you around at different speeds than others for no good reason. That's not to say all the challenges were bad. The first section was mostly good in that regard, but it just degraded as the level went on. The last area is something else, though. There's something nice about reskinning the Astroman and base mini-boss into Mother Brain, but to be honest, I didn't even realize that it was what it was at first, because the two buttons you have to press are so far across the room that I didn't even realize there's a game of Simon Says going on. I realized it when I saw the buttons because, well, when you're playing this in order, like we've run into that gimmick a few times already. But I could see, like, the judges maybe not. Like, this could have been their first the button pressing thing that this judge played. Well, let me just be upfront and say the final escape is a nightmare. I swear you created a section that just has everything out to get you. Lava is rising, but also the platforms are falling, but also surprise fans that I've had just randomly despawn in certain runs. I had ladders despawn too. And also enemies just meant to make the whole thing even more painful. I was only able to get through it by praying to Rush Coil and hoping that half the fans would despawn on the way up. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's possible without it, but to be blunt, I just didn't have the patience by that point. Not to mention the fact that every time you died, you had to redo the Mother Brain sequence. The idea of emulating a Metroid game isn't a bad one. The idea of an escape sequence isn't a bad one. But call it time constraints or something else, it just couldn't find its footing here. A fun score of 23 out of 25. Yeah, I guess if you predicted I was going to fire MJack, well, there you go. Well, for now, I'll take my leave. No, I don't have time to talk to the big floating telly. That'll wait till next time.